So guys, here's the bearings. See that? It's copper. It's worn through. That's on the bottom. Here's the top. Burnt oil. And that's not smooth. You can feel the bearing material is spun around and stuck to it. This one, just as bad. Spin it to the top. See the trash embedded in it? And you want a $600 cam in it? Have at it. Next thing I want to show you is the rocker arms. See where the ball rides on the end of the push rod? See the wear pattern? Nice, shiny, round. I find at least one of these on every engine I've torn out. And I've gone and pulled heads. And I always find this is common. Notice the eyebrow? That's worse yet. It's one of the worst ones. So is that one. The push rod isn't spinning, so it starts wearing in. Start losing lift. You know, you start getting problems from that. So I definitely checked that. Now the third thing I want to show you. Notice the exhaust valve? Exhaust valve. Combustion chamber in this area is clean. Now look at here. What happened? Well, this, as you can see right here, started coming off. Guess where it went, guys? Pistons look the same. I already discarded them. That one too. There's a good one. Notice how it's all still on the valve. Now look at that one. Now, that's after I cleaned them, soaked them in carb cleaner for several days, ran them through the parts washer. I'm going to have to get the heads milled. No big deal. Clean the valves. Typical thing. One other thing I noticed was that when those pieces embedded in the pistons, they got down in the sidewall and hung the rings. That was another thing I found, was that the rings were hung on this 5.3. I pulled the intake off, went to set it down, oil's pouring out of it. Okay, excessive oil. Reason being is the rings were hung from carbon. So, could I have run it? Sure. Would I have gotten the performance out of it? No. So, I ended up pulling it out, buying new pistons. Pistons are cheap. Hyper pneumatics. If you're just going back stock or not throwing any power adders at it, you're fine. But, you know, if you're going to build turbos, nitrous, go ahead and get forged pistons. But I'd recommend looking into these engines before you just start dropping them in. They're not. It's not that simple. I watched several people. One guy throws them on a dyno, he blows it up. No big deal. He'll go get another one, run the dyno. That's not the purpose of his channel. But I hear people talk, oh yeah, we'll just throw a cam in it and turbo and put it in the car. It's a lot of work. I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. Parts are cheap. Put an engine together. Rebuild kits, if you're just doing stock, it's $500. So that's some things to look for when you're tearing into an LS engine. I found it on several engines. People just running bad fuel, I guess, not changing oil, not caring. So, you guys have a good one. Don't work too hard.